The most treasured alcoves of nature have always been a source of myth and legend. And this picturesque spot has its own story to tell. Legend has it that an ambitious English engineer was shown the passage to a land unlike any other he had seen before. The guide was a native Adivasi. In a bid to usurp the claim to discovering this bountiful land, the English engineer killed the Adivasi. Years later, legend has it that the restless spirit of the Adivasi, seeking vengeance, began to haunt the passers-by. A wise old Nambudri shaman, with his mystical powers, chained this wandering spirit in perpetual bondage to a tree. The tree, with the chains, still stands to this day at Lakkidi, the gateway to Wayanad. Discover Wayanad. Kerala, God's own country. Deep in the south of India, washed by the placid waters of the Arabian Sea, lies a paradise, Wayanad. Wayanad literally means the land of evergreen fields. A mere 100 kilometers away from the sea, 700 meters above sea level, Wayanad enjoys a cool climate with peak summer temperatures reaching 32 degrees centigrade and the earth softened up by the rain throughout the year. This magical land is embraced by thick evergreen forests, hill slopes decorated with lush green coffee plantations, and tea gardens overlooking valleys and valleys of paddy fields. Experience the beauty of this land. Welcome to Hotel Green Gates. To reach Wayanad, you can alight at Calicut International Airport or disembark at Calicut Railway Station and take a 100-kilometer drive to Hotel Green Gates, Kalpetta. Or you could take an enjoyable 5-hour drive from the cosmopolitan city of Bangalore through the historic towns of Srirangapatna and Mysore and the wildlife preserves of Bandipur and Muttangi. Hotel Green Gates is an ideal setting to a fun-filled vacation. Elegant in design, the hotel is equipped with all the mod cons of civilized life. The rooms are well appointed, and the garden provides you with a view that is pristine Kerala. Breakfast, lunch or dinner can be at the multi-cuisine Parasiraja restaurant. You can savor a continental treat or tuck into one of the local favorites. Accompanied by a naturalist, it's time you began discovering Wayanad. Wayanad is a right destination for the lovers of ecotourism, recreational as well as adventure. You can start by testing the water at Pukot Lake. A favorite picnic spot, Pukot is a natural lake formation surrounded by mountains, filled with a delightful range of flora and fauna. You can paddle the blues away or indulge in a spot of angling. 2,100 meters above sea level, the earth spears into the sky at Chembra, Wayanad's highest peak. "22 kilometers away from Hotel Green Gates lies the jewel in nature's crown, Suchipara Waterfalls. Disembark from your four-wheel drive and begin a stimulating trek through the thick, intoxicating air of Wayanad's rainforests and arrive at Suchipara Waterfalls, a silver cascade that thunders down on the stubborn rocks below. Truly an exhilarating experience. In the evening, Hotel Green Gates transforms into a veritable kaleidoscope of the culture and heritage of Kerala. Wayanad is a paradise for the wanderlust traveller, and the labyrinth of Pakshipatalam another unforgettable trek. This fascinating journey begins at the Tirunelli temple. An ancient pilgrimage centre over 1,000 years old. Beyond the hills lies Pakshipatalam. Cross many streams and walk through a meandering path through thick rainforests. The creaking bamboo or the call of the wild, your only company. This 9-kilometer walk takes you through the eco-haven of Wayanad. Pakshipatalam is a grotto of caverns created millions of years ago. Many of these are nearly 12 kilometers long, and only recently have they been trod on by the civilized foot. The journey to Edakkal Caves is another fascinating trek. Over 200 feet above the ground, between two massive boulders, is a cave. The path then takes you to another cavern, which is over 20 meters in height. The walls of this cave are inscribed with a Neolithic man's earliest attempts to express the beauty of life in Wayanad. Strategically positioned, Wayanad has always been the center of trade. This Jain temple, which is over 500 years old, was the heart of the barter system. Here, pearls and diamonds were exchanged for cinnamon and cloves. The dense forests of Wayanad are home to 4 different tribes. These are the Kurichis, the Paniyas, the Adiyas and the Kattunayakans. Each tribe has its own social mores, hierarchy and their own festivals. Match your skills in archery with the Kurichi tribesmen. Or come to grips with rappelling down the many cliffs and rock faces at Wayanad. A thrilling experience for both the beginner and expert climber as well. There is something about the air of Wayanad which carries with it the euphony of hundreds of birds. And the place to see them is Kuruva Dweep, the picturesque islets on the meandering Kabini. Camp beside the river and enjoy the sights and sounds of nature at their pristine best. The fast-paced currents at certain locations are ideal for another water sport, kayaking. And if the ground can get a little weary, it is time for you to unfurl your wings and take to the skies. A range of aero sports to choose from parasailing to paragliding, from hang gliding to hot air ballooning. The valley of Manantavadi is home and history to one of Kerala's valiant warriors. Parassi Raja, whose tactics in guerrilla warfare astounded even the British Army. After paying homage to this warrior's tomb, it's safari time. Wayanad is within easy reach of 5 wildlife reserves: Bandipur, Nagarhole, Muttangi, Begur and Tolpatti. Hotel Green Gates. Discover Wayanad. With Wayanad as backdrop and the comforts of Hotel Green Gates, one wishes to bask in this environment forever. And in addition to acquiring a healthy and luxuriant tan, you also have an experience to tell.